Right, back on these wardrobe doors. What I've got to do here is create a finger pull that's 30mm in all the way down, and then the single door is the wrong way up. Oh no, it's not. That has just the groove, just the finger pull, just in the one door. So what I need to do is create a template. Got a bit of 9mm ply here. Right, so cobwebs. This is the cutter I use. I do have a wide one there. See, because the groove's going to be 30mm, it'd be nice to use a nice wide cutter. But it's got a fatter that bit, whatever you want to call it. It doesn't work very well on 80mm board. It needs more like 22mm board for this little cutter. I need one of them to go in the 1/2 inch collet. But you can go there. So that just goes in there. Don't have to funny around changing this. I don't even know if I've got another one, to be honest. Just going a bit further. Gives you slightly more extension as well. Right, so I've just locked that in place. I need to put the collet in. The template guide should have said 30mm. I like the way this works. There's a lever there. See the little pins there. There's one at the other side as well. You pull this thing here. Need 2 hands. But that drops in there. Just give this a bit of a clean. There we go. See they're locating there. 2 hands, it's easy just to swap it over. Not bother fanning around with bolts and screws and stuff. Too deep. A bit more. That's better. Right, so that's all I need. I just need to know that distance there. Then I can cut my template slightly oversized to allow for that. I could have measured up to the ply, but I've got my pencil line. Don't matter. Don't have to be super accurate to a millimetre. Right, so that's 10mm. I should remember that. So what I need to do is cut this 40mm. We're going 1 metre to the top of the curve. Normally you'd have like a door handle at 1 metre high, but we decided that just that little bit was too high, so we're going 1 metre to the top. I need to put a curve on it, so 10mm higher for the curve as well. So that's 1 metre. I'll do. That seems alright. Very slight ridge there. Gone. That's alright. I'll just sand it properly. Right, so that's that pair done. There'll be a slight gap down the middle like that. Right, so they're painted. They're pretty much dry now, but they need to sit for about 36 hours or something to cure properly. But better late than never, I found another cutter. Let's go in here. There's two companies I use. Axminster. They tend to be the white and yellow ones that you can see in there. The black ones are from a company called Wealden tools. And I did look when I looked at this, and I looked at that one, which is too fat. That round a bit. It's too fat for 18mm board. See, by the time you get that little round on the top there, it's cutting too deep. It might have just done, but it have only left a slither on that side, so that was no good. And that had to work quite well, like that. Give it a nice flat bottom. But like I say, I went online, had a look, Axminster, Wealden tools, but I didn't really see. But then after I'd cut these handles, the ones that are painted in there, I did find a cutter. Let's see if I can open this. Hold on. Get that one back out. See how much thinner that round is on the end there. It's a lot more like, stand that back up, behave. Paint blobs on the bench. It's a lot more like that one, look. This one's done with this little cut here. That profile's a lot more like that. Look at width of it. That'd have done that fine. In one pass, could have even gone deeper if I wanted. So I'm going to give this a play. Bit late now, but I've got it now, haven't I? Put that one back. Right, put the fence on it, pretty much at its full width. I did have a quick look last night, and 30mm template guide was the biggest I could get. I might be able to get a bigger one, I don't know. But I won't be able to use that on there. I'll have another look, see if I can get a bigger template guide, but see how this goes. Probably should, you know, remove the majority of the waste with like a, you know, my trenching cutter that I use for my rebates or whatever, or even the table saw. But I'm just going to go for it with this and little passes. That'd have been so much easier. Perfectly flat bottom. Everybody likes a flat bottom. Cool. Right, just to follow up on this cutter, I got a 40mm template guide. It's a UJK one. I had to grind or file a couple of little notches in either side for the screws, but it's a different size to Makita, so I can't put it in Makita router, but it does fit in here. I need to set that depth. I've only just put it in, but I've got a piece of MDF here that I practiced a different cut. This was ages ago, different cut on there. I'm going to clamp that to there and give that a test. Need a bigger base for it. That'll work. Gouged it there though and there, but that bit was okay. Like I say, I need a bigger base for it. I do have, it's there actually, a sheet of plastic, sheet of perspex. I've got one of them big universal bases as well, but that works. Just thought I'd update this video.